It's another evening where we have joined today to have our reflection session. So this is module 3. So what is about module 3? Actually, module 3 is integrating arts in STEAM, whereas role of arts in STEM, and then we had music and mathematics connections, visual arts in science, drama and engineering, and also dance and technology. So you all were following up all these lectures and we have done with it, and maybe you might have many things to discuss with our lecturers, and also you might have certain things to be delivered to them. So it's the time for that. So I would like to invite Ma'am Zialud and Miss Usha Ariharan, who is here to discuss with you the module 3. Welcome, ma'am. Good evening to you all.
Hello, good evening. Good evening. Thank you, Ms. Suganti. Am I audible? Am I clearly audible?
Ma'am, yes.
Yes. Yes? Okay. Yes. All right. Thanks. Otherwise, I'll just put on my speakers.
No, you're audible, ma'am. Fine.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much. Hi to everyone. And hello, Ms. Usha.
Hi, hi. Lovely to see you again.
Yes, lovely to see you too. So we're here today to discuss the end of the module reflection for module 3. So I will just quickly take you all through the like a quick reflection of the module 3. I'm just going to present my screen. Yes. Let me know if you can all see it. Can see?
Yeah. Yes.
So this is going to be a quick reflection, a summary of what we've done so far. And going to have your self-reflection, because you're going to talk about how you felt when you listened to the talks and went through the notes and did your assignments, and then I'm going to just quickly give you an overview of module 4. So quickly moving ahead, these were the topics of module 3, as Mr. Gandhi said. Now, to begin with, the first lecture in in role of arts in module 3 was role of arts in STEM. So I would like to just quickly have you do this if you can, if you have a paper around you and a pencil or a color pen, anything. And I would like you to just think and draw out an object that you resonate with, something that you think is, depicts your personality. So if you can take about 3 minutes for that. I want you to really think about what you resonate with. It can be any object around you. And if you're on, you can give me a thumbs up when you all are done. That would be great. Okay, anyone done yet? I know it's pretty late in the evening that we're doing this. Sorry for making you think at the end of Friday, but yeah, anyone wants to share what you resonate with? Or if anyone would like to say why we did this exercise. What could be the purpose of that? Okay, so I'm just going to move forward because we have a lot of info to cover. So, we did this, of course, to basically understand the importance of arts, right? And in education, you cannot do you can't do anything much without arts. So, arts has to be integrated with everything. And, which is why now STEM becomes STEAM, right? And then it just kind of brings everything together, and it's like the missing puzzle that gets fixed, and it's you have your whole puzzle, your whole puzzle gets solved, right? So yeah, anybody wants to share something?
Ma'am, can I help you on that? Yeah, teachers, ඔයගොල්ලෝ කවුරු හරි comments කියන්න කැමති නම් මම දැන් කිව්වා අපිට මේ අපිට පේන මොනවාරි දෙයක් අපේ room එකේ අපිට ඒ කියන්නේ අපිව reflect කරන්න මොනවාරි දෙයක් ඉස්සරහා තියෙනවා නම් ඒක අඳින්න නැත්තම් ලියන්න කියලා. කාට හරි ඒක පුළුවන් වුණාද? කවුරු හරි ඒක කරාද? ඒක සිංහලෙන් හරි ඔයගලන්ට ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න පුළුවන්. මට translate කරන්නම් මම මෑම්ට. කවුරු හරි ඒක කරාද? තමන්ගේ ඉස්සරහා නැත්තම් ඔයගලන්ට S2කට පේන ඔයගලන්ගේ room එකේ තියෙන මොනවා හරි some object මොනවාරි දෙයක් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගැන reflect වෙනවා නම් දැන් ma'am, I would like to share mine till others get ready. So actually what came into my mind was eraser.
Okay.
So actually I'm a person who is ready to erase any of my habits or policies which is not right. So I would like to change all the time, adapt myself to the right things. So I could tell eraser. So
Amazing. Thank you for sharing.
okay, ma'am. So I could, so yeah, okay. Ma'am Usha is also ready to tell us something.
Yes, Miss Usha.
Miss, ma'am, you are muted.
Sorry, I've lost my voice, but Sia, I found the sponge squishy ball next to me, and I kind of thought about drawing this ball because I felt we need to be always be flexible. Like it's not always be rigid with our thoughts. And when it comes to teaching and learning with our children, we need to be flexible depending upon the children that we are teaching, probably their age, their interest. So I took the squishy ball that was next to me.
Thank you for sharing.
Okay, ma'am. Next, that's great to hear from you, ma'am. Actually, you also took a part of our event. Thank you, ma'am. And also, I would like to invite Azra. Azra is here. Ms. Azra, you can switch on your camera and speak. Yes.
Hello, ma'am. Unfortunately, I couldn't on my camera as I'm not well these days. I'm sick a little bit, and I have drew a branch of a tree which I drew on my wall. I saw just that one. It's just growing. So my reflection on that is we all should learn more and grow. And I like to grow more with all the knowledge you all share. So that is my reflection. Whether I'm correct or not, I don't know that. But I drew that branch of with the leaves which are still growing. Thank you.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing. And hope you get well soon.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, I can tell you when I first did this exercise, I could resonate with the mirror, because I felt that I have to reflect every time I'm doing something, or I'm taking a new step, or even teaching a new strategy. I always have to reflect. So I mean, that kind of stuck to me. So I thought I can share this thing with you all. You can even do it in your class. and the children will come up with some amazing answers. Okay, moving forward to the next lecture, which we had on music and maths connection. We understood that pre-math skills can be developed with music. So it sort of integrates, because a lot of pre-math skills like matching, okay, classification, sorting, pattern, order, and sequence, which actually form the basis of math, can get covered with music, and that it's phenomenal how this can work. So you can see that matching can happen when children are copying the action or the song that teacher is singing, and when the teacher is modeling it. Sorting, classification, when the music is fast, slow, um, even the sorting and classification, like words that are used together in, for example, wheels of the bus. So a lot of music can help children learn math faster, is what we learned in this lecture. As you can see, the pattern and the ordinary sequence. This YouTube link which I have here is a very, very interesting one, but I could just probably share it in one of the comments once it's posted on YouTube, because it really shows you the repeating patterns, and it's really fun to do it in the class. So please do use this in your classes. It's really fun. And then we learned about visual arts, the role of visual arts in science. So we started with talking about some famous scientists who depicted science through their beautiful art. Some were, Vincent Van Gogh, and a lot of famous artists in that era, when science was not very, it was not very evident in terms of research. But these scientists, these artists who actually worked like scientists to depict what they thought through art. And then we learned about the importance of visual art in explaining even a simple concept like color mixing, or a life cycle of a butterfly, like I integrated it in my class. So using art and craft to depict science is a phenomenal way to teach the children in the early years the concept. And then moving on, we came to drama and engineering. It is very different, or you could say they're very unrelated concepts, but actually they can make a lot of difference. So just one moment. Yes. So here is a video that was shared about how through a story a professor actually brings in engineering, and helps them to do a role play, and kind of talks about the 6 steps of engineering, and talks about how through the story they can do this role play, do the drama, and then learn about engineering. And a little thing that I would like to share with you all is this little picture of my students in my school, where they all came together during playtime and built a speedboat. Okay, and they actually assigned roles to each other, that you're going to be the captain, I'm going to be a chef. Literally, we had a chef in the speedboat, and we had some passengers too. And this drama was just like so beautifully incorporated while they were deciding how to build the speedboat. How do you think? And you can see the design that they actually built it in a way so that the speed is there, and all of that incorporated into their it's like a sort of a pre-engineering skills. So yeah, a lot of this can be seen too in your early years classroom, I'm sure, right? So I'm not going to play the video yet now, but I'm sure you've seen it in the class, in the lectures. If not, please do let me know, and then we can just share it again with you all. And this lovely book called Changes by Pat Hutchins, I thought was a very good reference to to have in your early years to talk about engineering and through drama and story and role play. So dramatic play, of course, have a lot of benefits. Especially when it comes to building, fostering creativity, fostering coordination. Because when you're listening to the others, you're talking to others, you're using your movements, gestures, all of those eye-hand coordination, your voice modulation, the communication skills, your focus. Of course, you have to focus. When you're talking to your friends, deciding who's going to be what and what can I be best, what am I good at. I love cooking, so I can be the chef in the play. Something like that, to have like a role, sort of a discussion on role models and role play and kind of thing. Then you have social skills, when you actually compromise. You learn to compromise with your friends, like, okay, this time you can be that, and next time maybe I can be the captain, kind of a thing. And of course, a lot of math, because counting probably the number of blocks, is looking at the sizes of the blocks. If you want, you want to use big blocks for certain kind of setup, you want to use smaller blocks for some certain kind of setup. So all of these get incorporated together to have a very lovely, sort of learning through drama and role play. There is a lovely reference link here that we can also use to learn more about drama, dramatic play, and role play. And then we spoke about dance and technology. And so one of the slides had example of dance integration with technology in primary years. So this is how the primary teachers actually used dance to teach them coding and technology. So I'm going to just quickly look at one section of this video, which I really found very interesting. So you can see here how the children are having fun, and while they are not even like making a very conscious effort to make some coding or learn the coding or that part of that aspect of technology, but they're just having fun while the teacher is actually achieving the outcome. So that's what we all want, right? We want our children to learn while they're having fun. So it's actually us. We are like actually facilitators, so that we incorporate everything that we can. How best can we teach them while the children are having fun and don't even realize that they're really learning, but they are. That's kind of our job, really, right? Okay. So coming to this assessment that was given in the dance technology lecture, has anyone been able to do this? So if you have, then you can please share it with us, and then we can just talk about it for a few minutes. Mr. Gandhi, do you translate that, please? Thank you.
Yeah, ma'am. Sorry.
So this mini assessment was shared in the dance and technology lecture. So if anyone has been able to do this project, they can just share with us and discuss.
Okay, sure, ma'am. Okay. So අපිට මේ dance plus technology එක connect කරලා මේ lesson plans mini assessments හදපු teachers ලා මෙතන ඉන්නවා නම් කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. මම ma'amට translate කරන්න. අපිට ඉන්නවද teachers ලා? Shall I check and check whether they have uploaded, ma'am, so we could speak about it right now? No, ma'am.
Sure.
Okay, so if anybody is ready to speak, you can. If not, I can check on your assessments and get back on that
Sure.
also.
Sure. And so should I move forward? Move ahead?
Yeah, ma'am. Just go ahead. I'll check on the
Sure.
assessments.
So basically, this was a gist of the module 3, a little reflection on module 3. And now I'm going to give you a quick overview of the module 4. So in module 4, we move forward from lecture 13. We're going to talk about diversity in STEAM education, which is going to talk about culturally diverse, setups, and also about diversity in being able to learn something. So, where you have additional learning needs and you have children from diverse, economic stratas, which can so how can you incorporate all students in your class? And that's what it's going to talk about. Then we will have lecture 14 on adapting STEAM to different learning styles. So we have 3 main learning styles. They are auditory learners, they are visual learners, and they are kinesthetic learners. So how do we incorporate all of these learning styles, and how do we best achieve our outcomes through our ways of teaching, so that children who learn differently can really learn the best way. Then lecture 15 is going to be about community engagement in STEAM. And finally, we have lecture 16 on ethical considerations in STEAM. So this was just an overview of what's coming next. If anybody has any reflections on the previously done modules, please do share right now. It's your time to share, and if you don't feel like talking right away, you can surely take a moment at some point about what do you now know and how do you feel about it, and what might you do in future. How will you use what you know now in future? Yes. And always remember to celebrate your takeaways, because there's a lot of learning out there. Like someone said, you have to be open, and there's a lot of, you have to be receptive. There's so much knowledge out there coming your way. So yeah, celebrate it, and do share with us whatever you are learning and how you're going to use it in future. That's it from me for now. Thank you.
Actually, I'm checking, but it's taking a little time to get loaded. That's the problem. So there is a lesson plan. Can I share that for the moment, ma'am? Actually, this is regarding lesson art in STEM.
Sure.
Okay to share that for the moment? Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes.
So it says objective, identify the beginning of a plant and the part of a tree. Material required. So this is actually by Amodya and Adisha. So materials required, worksheet of parts of a tree, some trees, green gram seeds, soil, a small pot, and then shapes that are cut with different colors. So the activity says, take the children to the preschool garden and ask them to see different types of trees and talk about the parts of a tree and why we need trees. Example, about how the different trees have different types of leaves, about different flowers they have, the colors of different types of leaves and flowers, the use of trees, etc. Then do a handwork of pasting parts of a tree. Children are asked to paste the parts of a tree using different shapes and colors. Example, green diamond shape for leaves, red star shape for flowers, brown rectangle for the trunk, etc. and label them. Also do teamwork of planting a seed to see the beginning of a tree. Talk about what are the elements needed for a tree to grow. So the reflection on this is on the 5th day of the week, you can hand over the worksheet of the parts of a tree and ask the children to color and label them.
Lovely. Amazing. Very good. I love it.
So that is one of the lesson one teacher who has done. So let me check on the others.
One extra thing that we could also do while teaching about trees, what comes to my mind is enacting the seed, the role play where you put on some light music and the children actually enact the growing of a tree. So they become the seed and then they become a little shoot and a little stem, and then they become a tree, and then they can, pick the leaves and flowers and fruits.
Sugandhi,
Sir?
which session lesson do you want to go? Sure, then I can.
So we have, sir, ma'am wanted actually dance and technology. Now I
That
found,
mean, what is the lesson number? Lesson number 10 now?
now I open 9. So lesson,
Give me 1 minute. I'll give the access to you to see all the lessons.
okay, sir. So ma'am, this is on mathematics, sorry, music and numbers actually. So learning to count in descending order objective. So this is for age 4+, to sing and finger play to count from 5 to 1. Introduction numbers 1 to 5. Instructions, sing the rhyme using fingers, follow the teacher. Tools, 5 picture cards, math to teach, line of the rhythm, music player. So this is by Sujani Resha Shivashankar. So actually teacher has done like a step to engage. So it says, teachers sing the song showing the picture card. So teacher sings, 5 little ducks went swim one day. Over the hills and far away, one little duck says quack, 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 and 4 little ducks came back. Then teacher sing the song using 5 fingers according to the poem. While singing the last line, fold 1 finger to reduce. Continue the song, changing the last line by reducing the numbers as below. Only 3 little ducks came back. Only 2 little ducks came back. Only 1 little duck came back. So explore, children sing along with teacher when the teacher shows the picture card according to the song. So the note is to involve maths and music. And next, going for explanation, children understand the descending order. Evaluate and extend is children sing song alone, can change the song match to students and act out. Example, 5 little kids went out one day, out in the garden one fine day. Teacher called them, come, come, come. But only 4 little kids came back. So acidic reaction from science. So that is how teacher has connected to the notes. So this is about mathematics and music, ma'am.
Sugandhi, I send the Zoom link to your WhatsApp. Can you
Okay,
go
sir.
to with the second link which I shared with you? Then you can see all the answers.
Okay, sir, sure.
was brilliant too. Amazing.
So this is also about, so I'll randomly open one.
So I think they have added the Zoom link, but they have not given the permission to open some files. That's the
Yes,
issue.
sir. No, that's what we have few issues. So can I go for some other topics?
Okay. You can select and you can carry on.
Okay, sir. Mm, I just randomly chose one, but again, I have chose Amodhya and Adisha once again. So visual arts and science. Actually, ma'am, for dance and technology, still we have not got update because we released it very recently.
Okay.
So visual art and science, we have to learn about rainbow materials, a storybook about rainbow, a picture of a rainbow, 3 primary color paint, and a rainbow drawing 2 color. And then activity, firstly, you talk about the rainbow and get to know how much children know about the rainbow. Then further, you give more details about how and when the rainbow comes, how it appears, the colors of the rainbow, etc. Then the teacher can read a story about the rainbow, sing a song about the rainbow. After singing and listening, the teacher gives the worksheet to children and gets ready to make the rainbow colors using three primary colors. The teacher gives the plate and asks the children to put 2 colors on the plate, ask another child to mix the 2 colors. Example, red and yellow, mix and orange color appears. After mixing the colors one by one, the children are asked to color the worksheet with their fingers using the paint they mixed. The reflection, the children are asked to sing the song about the rainbow and remind of the colors and the details of the rainbow. So that is one, ma'am. Yes. So dance and technology.
So should we open the forum for questions, Mr. Gandhi, if they have any?
Yeah, ma'am.
Where they would like to share their learnings, or if they would like to share, ask a
Yes,
question.
So, ma'am, even I would like to share some of these assessment answers with you. So, if you could help or guide us, it will be a great support for us.
Sure.
Okay, ma'am. So, I'll see all what we have. I'll randomly choose whatever I could and I'll send you, ma'am, so that it will be a great help if you could guide.
Sure.
Right? Okay, thank you, ma'am. And also teachers, හරි දැන් අපිට දැන් assessment ගැන අපි discuss කරා. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ma'am එක්ක කතා කරන්න doubts තියෙනවා නම් අහගන්න මොනවාරි තියෙනවා නම් දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට අවස්ථාවක්. Arts in STEM. So කතා කරන්න කැමතිද මොනවාරි opinion කියන්න ඕනේද ma'amට? මට translate කරන්න පුළුවන්. Teachers. අපිට ඉන්නවා ශිරෝමි, පුබුදි, නශ්මින්. Yes. Miss Azra කතා කරා. Miss Khadija, after a long time. Would you like to share some words with us? Nalani? So, I don't know. No one is. Maybe they are having the language issue, ma'am. Other than that, usually some of them speak up. So, but still, even I say I can translate. It's not. Anybody?
You know,
Yeah.
Mr. Gandhi, these are such subtle learnings that happen. You know, sometimes you don't speak up, but there's a lot that you can really, you learn. So it's completely fine, you know.
Really,
and
ma'am also experienced the same because when ma'am asked for to speak up whether they have doubts and all, no one came up because one teacher mentioned that because in repetition they watch the same lesson again and again, they have no doubts. So they have nothing to ask because they are so familiar how to apply because it was explained so nicely. And also it is happening in all 3 languages. So most of them, they watch at least 2. So they get a lot of ideas. And since it is in YouTube, they have a chance to watch whenever they can. So it was actually a great platform for them actually to come up. So, ma'am, I think our teachers have nothing for the day, so that I would like to thank Ma'am Zia and Usha. Also, Ma'am Michaela was with us, but I think since she's traveling, maybe she has left the session. Anyway, thanking all of you. It was really a great support. Being by our sides, you all have done a great thing guiding us.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, Miss Khadija.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so would you like to speak to our lecturer? Yes,
Yes.
you're muted, Miss Khadija.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to first thank all of you on behalf of myself. Yes, I actually learned a lot, and the lecturers were quite good. And I have to say that this program was really beneficial, and yeah, it helped me gain a lot of memory. Hope to continue this to build up my career. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Khadija, for your comment. So, ma'am, so thankful. So, do we have any other teachers to speak? If not, we could wind up because, ma'am, our lecturers are also tired working from morning. So we could end up the session. It's almost 9:30. So, ma'am, really thankful for being so supportive and grateful to you, to all the lecturers who is guiding us on this. So our teachers are getting benefited a lot. So definitely you will experience that at the conference. So thank you and good night to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gandhi, and thank you to your entire team for doing such a wonderful job and giving us a platform to come ahead and giving this opportunity to, probably hundreds today, but thousands later, and maybe millions in the future. Millions of teachers around the world, giving this opportunity to them to learn, to grow, come out of their shells, and be great, in whatever they are doing. So it's amazing. Thank you. And all the best to all you teachers out there. Keep
Thank you,
learning
ma'am.
and keep growing.
Ma'am Usha, would you like to speak a few words?
Thank you so much, Sia. It was really wonderful that you asked the right questions to the teachers, and from what I gather, like Sugandhi says, it's the repeat with the language being more comfortable. I'm sure from what Khadija also said, it's beneficial. So all the very best. Thank you very much, Sugandhi, and lovely Sia as always.
Thank you. Thank you so
Take
much.
care. All right.
Let's wind up the session. And also, it's time for me to invite you all for the conference to be held in May. So those who wish to participate, please enroll yourself. It's time to do registration. If you need any more information, you could contact me personally. No problem. I'm ready to attend to it. So with that message, I'm winding up the session. So good night to you all.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.